Excel for Office 365, 2016, and 2019 now include a set of features called Get and Transform. With Get and Transform, you can connect and combine related datasets without writing code. These are the same features used in Power BI and the Power Query add-in available for older versions of Excel. Here are the two types of connections we're going to make in this video. First, we'll look at a join. This is where two distinct datasets are related by a single field. For example, an employee database and a payroll transaction list. They'll probably share an employee number. By joining the two of them, you could analyze salary by hire date, by department, for example. If you join a third dataset, let's say a demographics file with a zip code, you could join the zip code in the demographics to the zip code in the employee database, and now you can relate all three. In our second example, we'll take four like datasets of payroll transactions, which are gathered by quarter here, and analyze them as a complete dataset for the year. Let's keep our examples simple just to give you a taste of the tool. We're going to generate a report by department showing gross and net payroll amounts. You can see that the employee database holds the department and the payroll database holds the financials. The most portable data format to use is table style formatting. So I'm going to format these two data sets using the shortcut Control-T. This just puts the data into the default table format. Up here, we'll replace the default table names with a more descriptive name. And now we'll close the workbook. Okay, from the new workbook, we'll start our Get and Transform process. In this case, all the data is going to be coming from Excel. However, as you can see, you can go to virtually any kind of tabular data or database. Okay, so let's locate our workbook. Here are the two tables we created. For this, we could simply bring both directly into the data model, but I'd like to give you a look at the possibilities in Transform. We can create new columns, filter so that we can only analyze some of the data, reformat the data. In other words, we can bring in just the data we want in just the way we want it. So we don't have to create a new copy of the data set in Excel. We're working with the data source. These corrective steps are applied each time the source data is refreshed, so you're not constantly doing the tedious data scrubbing. We'll choose Load To and just make the connection and put it all in the data model. Next, we'll create a relationship between the two data sets. In this case, it will be the employee ID. You can see that though the field is called something different in the two data sets, it's the same number, and Excel will work with it that way as long as we create the relationship. If you're bringing in data from a SQL database or any kind of database, Excel will often automatically detect the relationships. Now we can analyze payroll data by categories in the employee database and a pivot table. You can see here how both sets of fields are available. And there we go. Now let's look at our append example. We've already converted these data sets to tables and brought them into Excel the same way we brought the other files in. Now back in the Get Data drop-down button, we can choose to combine queries and then pick Append. Since we have 4 tables, we'll choose 3 or more tables and we'll select all these, move them over there, and OK. You can see that we have all 12 months here now. And just like the first example, we can analyze them all together as one data set. I hope you get a chance to explore Get and Transform. These tools are really cool.